For a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Shoves him aside. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's caught by Coleman. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
11 more on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's got room.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 70 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your 1st sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Stevenson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out.
And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Allen gets past one man, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
It's showtime, baby.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
That is incomplete.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game. but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Cook. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Cook.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Cook.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England's offense set to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
That one a first down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Antonio Gibson
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run the counter with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Second down and 6 now.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Try to take this home, they'll run. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And they will take a knee here. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.